So, who is Lucho?
Lucho sets El Paso's hearts aflame with an absolutely gorgeous curling strike, his 10th of the season.
I would describe myself a humble guy, a family guy. I love to be around, my family, my friends. I got the same friends I made when I was really young. And that's essentially me, a hardworking guy, very passionate about everything I do, very committed. It's just a normal guy from Argentina, I guess. That's the best way to describe it. Family for me is everything. Family and friends, the most important thing. That's why it's sometimes so hard to be playing, abroad. But I think that's family, and commitment and passion. It's what it describes me the most.
So, what does your family think about you being a professional soccer player?
They love it. They follow everything, more than me sometimes. They get super excited when we win, when I have a good game. They get so pissed when the opposite happens. And also now, I don't know what happened, but they cannot see the games anymore. So they're trying to find, all these websites where they can see at least the, moving pieces, like a tactical pad that they show the best highlights or things like that. But they love it, they're really engaged with my career. They follow it a lot, and they're super happy with me when things go the right way.
At some point, because of COVID, you weren't able to see your wife. Was it a challenge to be away from your wife?
Yeah, 100% for me and for her as well, because you always need someone at your side on the good moments to share it, and on the bad moments to get the support you need. Let's say I have a few bad games or whatever. I need that support, that because I'm very obsessed and passionate, and sometimes when the things don't go right, that mentality brings you down because you get so critic about yourself, and you need another voice to tell you, hey, at the end it's just a game, just relax a little bit. But of course, dealing with that, it wasn't easy at all.
Oh, now that she's here, what does that mean to you?
Everything. Everything. We've been together 10 years or more. We've been through a lot. In the middle, I lost my father, and she supported me a lot. It wasn't easy. So, like I said before, she's everything to me. So, for me, it's very important, and you see how my performance got better when she was here.
Out of all the sports in the world, why soccer?
That's hard because I think it's cultural in Argentina. That's how we all started. Every kid wants to be a soccer player in Argentina. So every place you go, the first sport that is played is soccer. Then comes the basketball, volleyball, handball, whatever. But soccer is always first. So I don't know because I don't have a lot of memories from when I was a kid. But all I remember, it was always playing football. It was all about playing football or soccer here. So I don't really have a why, but I think it's, you get a lot from our culture in Argentina, from our country. And of course, at home, my dad, he couldn't play sports, but he has his team, he watches all the games. So you get it from there, but there's not really like a why very sharp that I can think about. In Argentina, the competition to be a pro soccer player is brutal. So I think it shaped my personality. The resilience, the consistency, the hard work, and I think those things, they start with football and with the sport, and then you keep them with your life forever.
So fast forward, do you remember when you first got to El Paso? What was that like?
I remember coming here playing with San Antonio last year, and you don't get to see much of the city. So, and it also was the pandemic, so it was dead. And I thought, Jesus, this place is dead. Like they need to pay me $1 million to come here. And then, Mark called me, and he kind of told me the ideas and everything. We play against them. I said, Jesus, this team is good. It's tough, So when Mark called me, I say, I don't care, I'm going. And then of course you get to know the city better, and it's not a dead city, of course. So I enjoy it every day, and they give me the chance to do what I love. So I'm always grateful for people who help me, achieving my goals and help me make a life of soccer, which is also a privilege. So that's El Paso for me. Right now is my home, my second home, and I feel very, very good here.
So all the games, all the training, all the traveling, the fans, the non-stop soccer for you can't play till you're 100, right? So when do you choose that it stops?
The first thing I would say, I want it to be me who makes the decision, on my body, because I get a major injury or something like that, and it gets me away from soccer. I want me to make that decision I want to stop, because I have other interests in life as well, and I feel like because I'm very committed with everything I do, if I do two big things or things that I love at the same time, one of those is gonna be not well. But at the same time, I'm really focused on my career. So all the things I'm planning, they are a little bit on hold right now, but I would love to be of course, a father. I think that's a huge thing for me. Have a good family and raise kids with good values, to be good kids. To win something, like I said, maybe 50 years look back, I say, okay, maybe I won a title, and for me it's enough. And then, I'm always looking into starting a business, or I'm really into coffee, that's maybe weird, but I always dream with having a coffee shop, So maybe when I'm done, and I'll do a barista classes or things like that, and start getting more into that thing and see how it goes. But I'm really, like I said, grateful that after the major injury I have, I could continue playing, and I want to say this because the coach from San Antonio, last year when I started playing again, it was almost 2 years since my last official game. When I started talking with them to sign there, they gave me an opportunity, and for me it was huge, and I will always be grateful because he put me back on where I want to be. And sometimes you need special people that give you a second chance to show your skills or your potential. Because honestly, if it wasn't from him, I wouldn't be here right now. Because it was very difficult for me to get a team after the 2 years without playing. And he trusted me, and he gave me a chance, and it worked out. Then of course I did my part, I performed well, and I keep going. But sometimes you need, people need that special person that changed your life again and puts you back on track, and I will always be grateful to him. So that's it.
So what is right now your personal goal?
Yeah. I think again, I always strive for be the best version of myself in everything, even as a husband, one day as a father or a brother, whatever, and that's why I'm so curious about everything, because I always try to be better in everything. So my personal goal is that to continue, don't sit comfortable and think that I'm good the way I am. Be of course, be happy with who you are in every matter, but continue to try to be open-minded, and be a listener with people that has more experiences in everything to get better in everything you can. And I'm not just talking about soccer. I'm talking about everything. Be a best friend, a best husband, everything. Because at the end, that's what's most important. When your career is done, winning, losing, whatever. But at the end, everybody remembers how you were as a person as well. So I rather be remembered as a good person than as a good player, honestly.